What is going on, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Alright guys, so we are less than a month away from hunting season starting up. I wanted to come back here. I got me a new spot back here in the back, but I wanted to come out here to test a new product. There's a spot back here in the back that's kind of backed up to a bedding area and stuff, where I found a bunch of hickory nuts starting to fall and acorns. So it's a really good food source for them to be eating on. I know they're going to be traveling through that area, so today we're going to go back there, create a mock scrape. I got this right here, guys. Bonehead from Seek One. So I've never used this product before. I'm sure if you clicked on this video, you guys watch Seek One, and I'm a big fan of them boys over there. Seems like this stuff works really well for them. So I'm gonna be putting this to the test, and we're just gonna see what all happens. We're gonna go ahead, set a mock scrape, set this stuff out, come back in about a week, and see if we got any nice bucks on camera. So you guys stay tuned. All right, you guys, we're heading back here towards the back. I put a little bit of that Scrape Addict from Raised Hunting on the bottom of my boots just to try to cover my human scent a little bit. Been getting a lot of deer on camera back here lately. And I tell you what, that stuff that I've been using from Conquest Scents been working really good, but I figure we'll take the opportunity today, go out here and try this Bonehead Scrape Scent and see how well that stuff works. The next video you guys will see will probably be me coming out here, hanging up my tree stand and getting all that situated. I don't know, I might do it off camera. Drop me a comment down below if you want to see a video like that, and if so, make a fun little video coming out here and just hanging up the tree stand and clearing some shooting lanes and getting ready for the 2025 archery season. Spider webs are ridiculous back here. All right, well, I'm almost back here to the back. I'll see you guys in just a bit. All right, guys, so check this out right here. So I don't know how well the camera's picking it up, but this area right here is where a deer was bedded down not too long ago. I would say that's from this morning or something, but there's actually spots throughout here, like right there, over there. They use these thickets right here as a nice bedding area right through here. Now this is one of the hickory trees right here, and then you got more that's up through here, and this is where these nuts are starting to fall, and they're using this whole little area right through here as a food source, and they're eating through here. It's a very heavily traveled path, so I'm thinking about setting up somewhere back up through there. Back there in the thickets is another main bedding area, and there's a field, a cornfield, back up through there to the left on the other side of the creek. And I mean, you can see all the nuts through here. I mean, look at this stuff. Got a bunch of nuts. It's just loaded in here. And that's what them turkeys are eating on, and the deer. There's a lot of fresh turkey scratches up through here. We did get a little bit of rain, so it's not as easy to see them now. Here's another bedding area right here where a deer was bedded down. Look at this. Here's some turkey scratches right over here. It's a fresh turkey scratch. I mean, there's scratches all up through here. So I would consider this spot right here a pretty good hot spot. All right, you guys, so what you see right here behind me is a nice little spot right here. I got a scrape made right here at the bottom of the branch. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take this Bonehead Scrape Scent from Seek One. We're gonna spray this tree, spray the licking branch, spray a little bit in the scrape, and we'll come back in about a week, see what we got on camera. Now the camera I got is right here behind you guys. I got it facing about 10 yards or less, maybe 7 yards from the scrape. And I also got this triple trunk oak tree that I want to show you guys. This is where I plan on putting my tree stand in the next video, if that's something you guys want to see. Well, let's go ahead and put this out. Let's see how effective it is. Alright guys, just like that, a little bit of this stuff will go a long way. I'm telling you what, this stuff right here is strong. Now let me go ahead and reach you the bottle real quick. So Bonehead Scrape Scent is a powerful blend of urine and natural gland scents formulated to mimic high traffic scrape activity. Use it to start, maintain, or intensify scrapes and trigger tutorial behavior from mature bucks. So this is some pretty cool stuff, and like I said, it's really, really strong. It's a mixture of glands and buck urine. Awesome stuff. So got the stage set. I can smell it just from here. Good God, that stuff is strong. Got the camera on. Come back out here in a week, see what's on camera. Before I get out of here, guys, like I said, this is that triple trunk oak tree. Gonna have a lot of cover right through here. Let me know if you guys want to see me come hang a stand, clear some of these shooting lanes out through here. I mean, it's pretty open through there. I'd probably trim up a couple trees up through here. Now this right here, if y'all see this big pine tree right there, this is like their main trail right here. So that would be about a 15, maybe 20 yard shot. Clear out some of those little trees. And yeah, it's a pretty nice little spot. Alright you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here for now. Let's cross our fingers that this Bonehead Scrape Scent actually works like it's supposed to. And I'll see you guys in about a week. Boom, just like that. Alright guys, so it's been a little over a week. I already went back there, pulled the card. Obviously I didn't film all that because it had been really boring to watch. But if you had seen my last video, I mentioned in that video I'm going to be showing you guys the deer and the bucks that's been hitting the Conquest scent. And obviously with this Bonehead review, I'm going to be showing you the deer that hit the scrapes and stuff throughout the whole last week. Another thing that I forgot to mention about the Bonehead thing, a little feature on it is they have a locking mechanism on the trigger so you don't accidentally spray your product out. I think that's really freaking cool. But anyways, let's go ahead, jump right into this, and let's see the deer that's been hitting this Bonehead Scrape Scent from Seek One. Alright you guys, we're going to go ahead and start out with the deer that was hitting the Conquest scent. If you had watched those videos, you had seen that I was putting EverCalm and stuff up here on these licking branches. Rutting buck down here, I also put rutting buck right there in the scrape. So there's a nice little buck checking out the EverCalm and the rutting buck and stuff. Here's a video of him. Looks like there's velvet hanging off of his head. You can see it right there on his right beam. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, I haven't seen a whole lot of does in the area at this spot. It's been mainly just bucks, which is a good thing. Alright, and then he just pretty much wanders off through there. There's another still picture of him back there. And look at this, guys. It's pretty wild. I think that's a different buck. He's rubbing on the tree, and watch this. Freaking tree falls down. Ain't that crazy? Pretty interesting. Alright, here's another video. Buck coming in. He looks a little nicer. He's coming in to check out the mock scrape. If you look closely here, you can see kind of looks like a fox over there on that side. And there's the fox right there. Look at that. He's checking out that mock scrape big time. I ain't never seen nothing like that before. He's all over it. Look at him. That's that rutting buck that I put down in there. And a little pump of the Scrape King from Raised Hunting. It's another little basket buck walking through. Here's another one behind him. I didn't even see that. Yeah, there he is. He's coming right through there. I can't tell if that's another buck or a doe. See, I only had my video on for like 30 seconds, but when I went out there to put the bonehead stuff, I kept it on for about a minute just to get longer video footage of them. And this is the next night. Look, you got two small bucks that come in from the same direction where them does are going. Like I told you guys when I was back there, this trail back here, that is their main walking trail. Look at that. And that was the first couple of does I had seen. Look at that. Nice little buck. Two of them. Here's another picture of him. He's going to be a giant one day. If he makes it through the year, I might have to put a T2 through him. We're not hunting trophies. We're just hunting meat. That's a big buck right there walking off. But, that's a little bigger one. Alright, I think this is the last little bit from the Conquest Scents, and we're going to get into what I got with the bonehead. As you can see, we got a nice little spike right there. It kind of looks like he's still in velvet. He is. He's still in velvet. We need to name this guy, though. He's at, I think his left hind is a little bigger than the right. Look at that. Yeah. We need to name that dude. We should name him, like, Slingshot. There he is again. And there he is, making him a little licking branch, eating some leaves off the tree. Pretty cool stuff. Well, he just pretty much messes with that tree. As you can see, he's kind of putting his glands there, rubbing it up a bit, marking it as his little territory. I'm a big buck. This is going to be my tree. Little tree for the little buck. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into some of the footage from the bonehead. Alright, you guys, we got a nice little buck checking out the scrape where I sprayed that bonehead. I mean, he's all over it too. Look at that. Looks like one of them smaller bucks that's been in the area for a while, though. I mean, he's all over that. Look at that, guys. That's really cool to see. I mean, he's just standing there checking it out. Look at him. That's crazy. We got a nice one. This is the buck that I've been calling Dodger. I've been after this deer for a while now. Look at him. He comes in. He's all over that bonehead. Look at that. He's all over that scrape. Look at that. Smelling the trees. You guys saw me spraying it all over the trees. That is crazy, man. That stuff is really working. And he just kind of wanders off. But if you notice, he touched that tree. He's leaving his glands there. That's really cool to see. Here's another picture of a buck. That's a different looking buck right there. He almost looks like a either a 3 or 4 pointer. But he's smelling all on them licking branches and stuff where I sprayed that bonehead. That's really cool to see that it's really attracting them bucks like that. And look at that. Dodger comes back. Got a nice picture of him. You guys see me spray it right here on this tree right over here. He's checking that out too. Look at him. He's all over that. Still got velvet hanging off his antlers. Look at that. And then he walks over to the scrape. He's checking that out too. I mean, he's just all over that scrape head or that bonehead. That is so cool to see, man. He's a nice sized buck too. And as you can see, this little buck comes in. Looks like a spike. Might be a 3-pointer. Right here we got a doe walking through. Kind of ignoring the scrapes and stuff, and she walks on through. And that's about it. But the majority of the bucks, they are checking out the bonehead, and that's really cool to see that the stuff is actually working. And right there we got a doe coming in. Got another doe right here behind her. They're just making their way through. But yeah, guys, like I said, that place is absolutely loaded with deer. I am really looking forward to hunting in there this year. Like I said, it's really cool to see that the product from Seek One is working. The Conquest scent is working. One thing I noticed though, if you guys watched my last video, none of these deer are hitting that camo corn, but they sure are hitting the mock scrapes and stuff, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Alright you guys, so how cool is that? It's really cool to see that the bonehead stuff is working from Seek One. Conquest scent's working. We got a bunch of deer on camera. Looking forward to the season. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and hit that like button. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. By the way, guys, there's a new feature here on YouTube. It's the hype button. Once you hit the like button, you can hype it. Hype the video up, pushes it out in the algorithm, really helps me out. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.